Welcome. This is a video about one of the test groups from the Billiard Skills Competition Training Program. Each test is a set of table layouts with a scoring system that helps track your current and future abilities. This is the Cue Ball Path Test Group, Set 1, for advanced players. For each shot, you need to figure out how to get the cue ball to roll into a specific area of the table. There are 5 layouts in this test group.
The book is a series of standardized tests to verify your playing abilities. These tests help identify your strong and weak playing skills. There are tests for pocketing, cue ball control, runouts, positioning, and more. For the ball positions, you need these donuts. Put one for each ball position in the table layout. You can then set up the exact same situation every time. As a set of practice problems, work on these shots until they become routine. Each set of tests will improve your competitive skills.
Here are the rules to take this test. Rule 1. To prepare the table, place donuts for each of the 5 cue ball positions in this test group. Rule 2. For the layout, set up markers for the target zone. Rule 3. Place the object ball on the foot spot, and the cue ball on the layout location. Rule 4. Play cue ball off the object ball, and roll the cue ball onto the target zone. Rule 5. You have 5 attempts on each layout. Rule 6. Count 1 point if the cue ball rolls across the target zone. Count 3 points if the cue ball stops in the zone. The maximum score for each of the 5 layouts is 15 points. This is the mid-table, cue ball maneuvers, test layout 1. Your target zone is near the left side pocket. There are several ways to get into the zone. The easiest is to use 12 o'clock follow, and play the cue ball through the object ball. You can also come off the right of the object ball. Roll the cue ball into the left side long rail and back cross table into the zone. Please note, there are many 2-rail choices also. If you feel adventurous, try to get the cue ball off 3 rails and then onto the target zone. Count your points after you complete the 5 attempts for this layout. This is the mid-table, cue ball maneuvers, test layout 2. Place the cue ball into position for this layout. You can carom off the object ball and then roll into the zone. Another option is to come off the left side of the object ball, go all the way up table, and come back down and roll into the zone. Please note, figure out how to get the cue ball to get to the zone, with 2 rails, and 3 rails. Experiment with what you can do. At the least, you can eliminate choices that are impossible. Count your points after you complete the 5 attempts for this layout. This is the mid-table, cue ball maneuvers, test layout 3. Place the cue ball into position for this layout. You can draw the cue ball, with a slight angle on the left side of the object ball. This would be the shortest distance for the cue ball to travel, always a good choice. Another alternative is to use follow with left side spin off the right side long rail. Please note, you can come off the object ball on the right side, hit 2 rails and send the cue ball diagonally up table into the target zone. There are also options to come off the object ball, travel up table, and then come back down, into the zone. Count your points after you complete the 5 attempts for this layout. This is the mid-table, cue ball maneuvers, test layout 4. Place the cue ball into position for this layout. Here, the easiest path would be to come off the right side of the object ball, run the cue ball into the foot short rail, back up table, and into the zone. Another option is to apply draw, and bring the cue ball up table, towards the target zone. Please note, you can also try extreme follow, play through the object ball, into and out of the left side corner. The cue ball can then travel diagonally up table to the zone. Use your imagination and experiment with other options. Count your points after you complete the 5 attempts for this layout. This is the mid-table cue ball maneuvers test layout 5. Place the cue ball in position for this layout. On the last layout in this test group, you are in a difficult situation. The simplest solution is to use your draw skills and pull the cue ball up table into the zone. Please note, another way is to apply follow on the cue ball. This sends the ball off the foot rail and bounces the cue ball back up table towards the target zone. You will need enough speed to get the ball into the zone. Count your points after you complete the 5 attempts for this layout. Scoring your test. Add up your points. Here is how to evaluate your total test results for 61 to 75 points. This is outstanding. You are a serious and tough competitor. In the book, proceed to another advanced level test group. For 45 to 60 points. You have good skills. To get better, use these layouts to practice your skills and improve your cue ball maneuvering. Then retake the test and see the improvements. For less than 45 points, you really need to put some significant practice time in learning to play these shots. You need the skills to put the cue ball into a specific table location. This makes you a better, tougher player.
All the tests from the book have 4 purposes. Measure your skills. These tests identify your current playing skills with actual results. You get a realistic opportunity to measure the reality of your actual shooting skills. Self-knowledge. The tests strip away fuzzy personal assumptions. This helps you make more intelligent table decisions. Personal training program. Individual test shots with low scores indicate what areas you need to improve. Repeated self-testing demonstrates the success of your practice results. Competitive skills comparison. You can use tests from the book to challenge other players. Make side bets to see who is the better shooter. Winner takes the pot. You can buy the PDF book on the Billiard Gods website. If you prefer the printed version, you can get the book on Amazon. Please note, the PDF format can be viewed on your smartphone, tablet, and computer. You can study the shots anytime, anywhere. The author has also written these books. The Billiard Gods blog has posts that include excerpts from each of these books. Good luck. Have fun, and shoot straight.